Hi, welcome to Buzzing About Town here on Buzzing Pattaya, the show where we tell you about things that are happening right here, right now in Pattaya, as well as general news, tips and advice. Now, you may remember that we held a competition for suggesting who had the best breakfast in Pattaya. And I would like to say thank you to everybody that voted. We had over 400 votes, which was incredible. Thank you so much. Loads of comments and loads of voting on the poll, so brilliant. Now, today, I am sat with this gentleman here, Phil from Cheap Choice. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
And the reason he's got a smile on his face is I'd like to say congratulations. You have been voted, as per our certificate here, as the best breakfast in Pattaya. So, sir, thank you very much for a well-deserved win.
Thank you.
It was a very interesting vote as well, because early stages there was like a few of the others were leading, and then you've just kept going and then you just overtook. It was like the Grand National, the horse at the back, and then Sonny's comes through and wins it. It was amazing. I mean, just tell me a bit about yourself. How long have you been here in Pattaya, Phil?
I've been coming to Pattaya for 20 years playing golf.
Okay.
That's how it all started, and once I'd fallen in love with the place, I've been looking for a business to come into for the last sort of 15 years. Had to be the right thing, the right location, the right idea, the right place. This was mooted to me. The idea seemed to suit. The area was right. So we've actually been here and been open for, it'll be 2 years in February.
2 years in February. Now, I do know, because I've been told, that there's a bit of a secret to the success in your food here, isn't there? Because you've got history in the food industry, but in a slightly different environment. Is that correct?
The whole of my life, since I was 16, has been in the food industry. But it started off, I joined the army to learn to cook.
Yeah.
Doing my city and guilds. I spent 10 years going around the world, learning different ideas, different styles with the army. Not just cooking for 500 people, doing a lot of work in military hospitals, in officers' messes and things.
Wow,
so
brilliant. City and Guilds, that's a blast from the past. Does that even exist nowadays?
No, it doesn't. I don't think you showed it anybody these days didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say to you, when you look at this breakfast, 89 baht, I mean, it really is an absolute steal, isn't it? I mean, look at the quality of the food here. I mean, it really is incredible. I mean, how do you manage to produce such high quality food at such affordable prices?
Before COVID, it was a lot easier because of the volume of people that came in for it. Word of mouth got round fairly quickly, and we were successful on the back of a good breakfast, a good product, a good standard of food that went onto the plate.
Sure.
And before COVID, everything was okay and everything was fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's been tough, hasn't it? I mean, let's be honest, COVID has affected everybody, and I'm going to ask a dumb question now, so please bear with me, but, how bad has it affected you?
Hugely. When the lockdown first started, and it was only takeaways, we weren't really in a position to facilitate that style of
Sure.
food because of our prices. We couldn't compete with the guys that were able to do it a lot more professionally. So then was really difficult. Now we tick over. We're not making money, but it's all about giving the staff a job, keeping them in work.
Yeah.
Keeping the customers that we've already got happy.
Yeah.
There are still a lot of guys here that need to eat.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we're talking about your breakfast here because, as you can see, I mean, for 89 baht, we're talking 2 sausages, beans, 2 eggs, bacon, tomato, toast, orange juice. I mean, it really is incredible value.
I think the other thing that we've done to try and enhance that is we don't say you've got to have breakfast between 9 and 11. You can come in here any time between 7 in the morning and when we close, which was 1 o'clock in the morning, and have a breakfast.
But you see, that's the army in you, isn't it? Because we eat any time of the day.
It's really the Pattaya lifestyle.
Yeah.
That people do wake up at 4 and 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's their breakfast time.
Indeed.
Why shouldn't they have a full English at 5 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah, and I mean, what a fantastic breakfast it really is. But you're not limited to just breakfast. I mean, tell me about some of your other food that you have here available, because you do have a comprehensive menu.
What we've tried to do is attract both the Thais and the phalanx.
Okay.
So that if the lady decides where she wants to go to eat and comes and has nice Thai
You mean
food
if
here,
the boss tells you?
Exactly. Then she'll come back.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, the boss does decide where we eat.
100%, yeah.
So having some guys in the kitchen that can do good Thai food, teaching them slight things on the European food, just so that we try and get it all right and get it.
Yeah, I mean, also as well, seeing your staff here in action. I mean, they're very courteous, they're very professional, they're very efficient. I mean, is that something you instill in them when they first join you here?
Very much so. They're my family now. Nobody's left since COVID started. A couple have gone back to the village, but everybody else has stayed with me.
Yeah.
We're in this through thick and thin. When it was good, They were working hard. Now I'm trying to support them a little bit until we get back on our feet again.
Yeah, I mean, fair play to you. And I know a lot of other businesses here are trying to do the same, and it isn't easy, is it? I mean, you must be under huge pressure.
Yeah, you are daily, and you're forever trying to make sure that the standard of things doesn't drop, and that people have got every reason to come back. Our reward card is something that's been very, very popular.
Okay, so you mentioned a reward card there. I mean, how does the reward card work? What does that mean?
The original plan was it was going to be 3 a year, 199 baht,
Yeah.
and then the special every day, whatever price it is on the specials board, is only 99 baht to the reward card holder.
Oh, okay.
If you have a breakfast, you can have as many tea and coffee refills as you like, and we also put other specials and other offers onto Facebook that's available to the reward card holders.
Okay, and you have an active social media as well, don't you? You have Facebook, etc.
Yes, we do.
Okay, and in terms of like specials, do you do like a daily special? Is it like specials of the week? How does your specials operate?
Changes daily. It's advertised both on Facebook and on the specials board within Cheap Charlie's at the specials price. But it's 99 baht for the reward card holder, whatever the price on the specials board.
Okay.
Just for instance, the two most popular are the 150 gram Australian sirloin steak, 2 eggs, tomato and French fries. Should be 185, 99 baht.
99 baht. That's great. I mean, honestly, can you just repeat that again?
150 gram Australian sirloin steak, 2 fried eggs, grilled tomato and French fries, 99 baht.
I'm not being funny. You don't need any other excuse. I mean, the quality of this food is incredible, as you can see. Those kind of offers, I mean, it's just, it's phenomenal. Now, I've got to ask you this question because it's been playing on my mind, and I want to ask you, and you're sitting there now thinking, what's he going to ask me? But where did the name Cheap Charlie's come from?
We wanted something that nobody would forget.
Okay, yeah.
It was actually marketed towards the Cheap Charlie's in Pattaya.
Okay.
So it does exactly what it says on the tin.
That'd be me.
But people say, oh, is it not a derogatory name? I said, no, nobody ever forgets.
Yeah.
If somebody says, let's meet at Cheap Charlie's, you never forget where you're going to meet.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, people say Cheap Charlie's, but in all honesty, you know, especially if you're living here and you're on a budget, you know, you've got to look around. You can't just go throwing your money out. And to be fair, I mean, like I've said a few times now, you know, the quality of the food and the price that you offer is just unbelievably fantastic. I mean, fair play to you.
Well, we know that a lot of people come over here on a fixed budget, and certain things that you spend money on in Pattaya, you're not going to stop.
No.
You're not going to reduce what you're spending on those things.
Yeah.
So in some respects, food is one area that people will look to save a little bit of money. And if that's where we are in the niche, we're not going to compete with the big restaurants around here. We're not going to put big steaks on the menu.
Yeah.
There's some really good restaurants in town that do that.
Yeah.
We found our little niche, and we're quite happy to try and facilitate the customers that we get with that product.
Yeah, and I think you've done a fantastic job because, you know, being here in Soi Buakhao and LK Metro area, you know, I personally, and we'll talk about this in a second, but I personally believe this is going to be the new Walking Street area. But to be fair to you, you do have some tough competition here, and there are some places around in this area that do offer low value food at a very reasonable price. I mean, you know, so to be so popular as you are, you're obviously ticking all the boxes.
Yeah, and when we first started, it was about getting the consistency and getting people in to see what we were doing. When I was looking for a place, it had to be the right location.
Absolutely.
And I've felt for a while that Soi Buakhao, LK, is the area that will be popular in the future.
I agree with you, and I think that's something. I mean, what do you perceive the future to be? I mean, we know that 3 to 4 months from the date of where we're filming this, we know we're probably going to struggle for people coming through the airports. But in terms of long term, I mean, what do you think the future holds here?
I think it will regenerate. I think it will take time, and I think some areas will struggle more than others. I think LK and Soi Buakhao will find it a little easier because of the volume of businesses that are already successful in this area.
Yeah.
As you say, there are a lot of good restaurants, whether it's the same style as us or the
Sure.
higher market ones. There are plenty of good and successful.
Well, you say higher market. I mean, I think you're underselling yourself here because, you know, the quality of this food is very, very good. I think the only thing that changes is the fact that you're offering it at such an incredibly low price. I mean, let's not take away from the fact that it's very, very good quality. You know, it's just that you're offering it at an extremely affordable price. I mean, to be honest with you, you know, if you come in here and you buy an 89 baht breakfast like this, you know, you got to be dropping 100 baht on the table all day long because it really is fantastic quality.
Thank you. Yeah, and that's what we're looking for.
All right, good. Well, I'm delighted that you've won, because it's nice to see you doing as well as you're doing, and especially, you know, you said a word earlier which really hit home, that these staff are your family, and that's incredible that, you know, you've got that mindset, because it is a really tough time right now. Guys, Cheap Charlie's, Soi Buakhao, the links will be in the description below. Everything will be there for you. Please come and check this restaurant out. Now, the good news is as we said at the beginning here, whoever wins, as in the venue, we're going to give you a free breakfast. So the first person, on your marks, get set, go, but the first person to come into Cheap Charlie's and say to the staff, I've watched the Buzzing About Town video of Cheap Charlie's, you will get a breakfast on us. So you can't ask for more than that. Come and try this out, and not just the breakfast. There are a huge menu here, and the consistency and the quality of the food here is absolutely top notch. So please come and check this place out. Links are in the description below. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button, and also hit the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when we bring out a new video. And for us here on Buzzing Pattaya, Buzzing About Town, that is it today. I would like just to say congratulations one more time to you, sir. What an absolute pleasure. This is Phil, Cheap Charlie's. Come and say hello to him. He really is a top guy, and the food is top notch. All right, thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and we'll be seeing you in the next edition of Buzzing About Town here on Buzzing Pattaya.